Taking a live look at Pope Francis lying in state at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City. It's day 2 of Pope Francis's public viewing ahead of his funeral this weekend. Tens of thousands of mourners continue to say their final farewells. And we're getting some new insight from Cardinal Timothy Dolan, Archbishop of New York, about what he and the other cardinals are up to in the lead up to next month's conclave to select the next pope. Hello, I'm Russ McCaskey.
I'm Amanda Hall. Wink News reporter Tony Aiello joins us live from the Vatican. Tony, what's the latest?
Amanda and Russ, as you said, hour after hour, thousands of people filing past that coffin, about 40 people per minute. And Cardinal Timothy Dolan of New York, we heard from him. He's one of more than 100 cardinals already here in Rome to mourn and bury Pope Francis before meeting to select his successor. Some of Pope Francis's relatives were among those who paid their respects Thursday as he lay in state in a simple wooden coffin. Many mourners waited for hours for a glimpse of the late pontiff.
To see the Pope in his simple coffin, it takes your breath away, really.
The Vatican released this image of Pope Francis's tomb. It is marble with the simple inscription Franciscus and a reproduction of his pectoral cross, an image of Christ as the Good Shepherd. As the public mourning period continues, cardinals gathered again Thursday, part of a series of meetings before the conclave to elect the next pope. Cardinal Timothy Dolan of New York says it's time to get to know one another.
We listen to one another. There's a nice coffee break where we can chat.
Because Pope Francis expanded the College of Cardinals to represent smaller nations, many of them with very few Catholics, Cardinal Dolan says he's meeting a lot of these cardinals for the very first time. The 75-year-old is one of only 27 cardinals who voted in the last conclave, who is still eligible to vote this time around. He says a lot of the younger cardinals are asking for his advice.
They're kind of saying, what should we be doing? What should we be reading? How should we approach this? And I'm very moved by that. I feel like a big brother.
Catholics who spoke with us are eager to see who the cardinals will choose.
Hopefully the church will be guided by God to make a good choice this time.
But before the conclave can begin, Saturday's funeral and burial, when Pope Francis will be laid to rest. The Pope will be interred at his favorite church, 2 miles east of here. And today we learned the Vatican will honor one of his last wishes, that a group of indigent people be on the steps of that church as his coffin arrives. And that is a reflection of Francis's devotion to serving the poor. Live at the Vatican, I'm Tony Aiello, CBS News.
What a moment that will be. Thank you so much. Here in Southwest Florida, a Mass for Pope Francis at Our Lady of Lourdes Parish in Venice.
Wink News reporter Zoe Warner was there at the Mass as people expressed their feelings for the Pope.
Emotional. I talked to people who said they had a mixed feelings of mourning and gratitude for the legacy and life of Pope Francis. It's been an emotional week all across the world, and Thursday in Venice.
He was so wonderful. We know he's in heaven.
Since the death of Pope Francis, many have been mourning, taking time to reflect on his impact.
It broke my heart as much as he was sick. We pray for miracles in the Catholic Church.
After the cerebral stroke and heart failure that caused his death, many have gathered to pray for peace and understanding, including Lady at Lourdes Catholic Church in Venice.
One could say maybe he developed almost a theology of tenderness. We live in a world today where we develop a theology for everything. He made it part of who he was as Pope.
As bishops and believers celebrated his life, Luis Elio hopes Pope Francis's legacy is not forgotten.
I'm certainly going to miss him for sure. And it'll be interesting because I travel to Rome a lot, and not to have him or his body in the Vatican is going to be different as well. You know, he went out his way, and that was the best thing. That's what he wanted.
It's definitely safe to say the Pope will be missed here at Our Lady of Lourdes Catholic Church. Reporting from Venice, Zoe Warner, Wink News.